host Rasta Hobidon here, and today I'm back with another reaction video for all of you. And we are back with another death battle. And this is a death battle. Dante versus Clive. Dante from the Devil May Cry series and Clive from the Final Fantasy series. I believe it's Final Fantasy 17. I hope I got that right. If you correct me in the title, I appreciate that. Anywho, Final Fantasy series versus Devil May Cry series, Dante versus Clive. I'm familiar with Dante. Clive, I'm familiar with Final Fantasy, but there's a lot of Final Fantasy series stories, and it's a lot for me to keep up with. So I'm gonna try my best. I learned something here. This is gonna be an epic fight because I know about Dante, and I've heard a little bit about Clive. So this will be a fun battle. If you haven't checked out the original video, link is in the description. Go support the official release. Go support Death Battle's channel, and then come back and see my reaction. I will wait. All right, the wait is over. Let's get on to it. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe for future videos along the way, and we'll get on to this death battle. Support the channel. Support me on my Patreon. It's literally $1 a month. Literally $1 a month from Patreon. And if you want to support me on coffee and buy me a coffee to keep the channel alive, that helps too. Every little bit helps out. I really appreciate your support. I thank you guys for all the years that you have supported me. Hopefully, if I continue to make more reaction videos with you guys and you can see my funny reactions, I want to make my own content in the future. I really want to make my own content. I'm working on animation. It's the classics of animations. It is hard, but I never had the time to do it because a lot's happening in my life. So these little reactions are just something I want to do with you guys. All right, that being said, without further ado, let's stop talking. Get on to reaction. 3, 2, 1, let's do it to it. And of course, breakdancing on a pole.
Dante
versus
Clive. DMC's Devil Hunter versus Final Fantasy's Shield of Rosaria. He's Wiz and I'm Boomstick.
Wow. And it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle.
All right.
It's a dangerous world out there. Cultists,
Dante
demons,
first.
And evil
This battle covers spoilers for Devil May Cry 5.
businessmen lust for power, and every day brings a new cataclysm humanity must face. This world may seem like the end, but for a devil hunter like Dante, it's party time. Who'd expect anything less from the son of the legendary demons?
How many of y'all seen the Netflix series? I want to like it. I just hate Lady. I hate her attitude. She's nothing like she was in the video games. Dante was treated as dumber, like the classic stupid protagonist trope, such as Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy animated series, or a little bit of Ben 10 Omniverse, Sonic Prime. I don't blame I just blame the writers who do that. The dumb protagonist trope. They add that in the Netflix Devil May Cry series. It's getting a season 2. Hopefully they improve on that. It's like they were trying to make Lady the main protagonist and not Dante, because they make Dante lose to her way too much, which is ridiculous. Holy crap! But hey.
Sparta, a dark knight who, thousands of years ago, woke up to justice and sealed away the demon lord, Mundus. But then Sparta mysteriously died, and his wife got iced by some demons, leaving Dante and his brother Virgil separated. Despite a long-gone family, Dante kept a chipper attitude and set up a business dedicated to one thing: killing demons. And with the blood of Sparta running through him, he's the best in the business by harnessing his own demonic.
Full name Dante. He is 6 feet and 2 inches tall. He is 184 pounds. He's in his 40s. He aged, despite he ages slowly. He acts young. AKA Tony Redgrave. Species human/demon hybrid. Likes pizza, Sundays, Nero, which is his nephew, and parties. He hates demons and Mundus. And the May in Zero May Cry.
Energy, Dante bolsters his speed, power, and durability, letting him block kaiju-sized punches, move faster than a meteor, and regenerate like an unstoppable force of nature. As long as he has the energy, he can heal from getting shot, stabbed, sliced through, basically anything. Even without his regeneration, he's survived heat that would reduce the layman to ash. But No hunter is complete without an
Yeah, he
arsenal, and Dante's got one hell of a sword left by his dad, Rebellion, plus ebony and ivory, 2 magic pistols with endless ammo clips, and they
Yeah, he doesn't get those guns in the new Netflix show. He does not have those guns yet. Hopefully, I don't think he even have the sword of that. Does he have the sword? I think he has the sword, but it gets taken from him easily by the villains. Yeah, the Netflix really nerfed this guy. Hopefully, season 2 redeemed this good boy because Virgil's coming up. But if they make Lady be the main protagonist and have Virgil and Lady be the arch rival enemies, yeah, it shows that Netflix screwed up because they don't care about video game adaptations that often.
They say the perfect gift doesn't exist,
But
I'm calling
Dante's
you out,
full arsenal
Netflix.
is far larger and stranger.
like King Cerberus,
Yes.
the shape-shifting set
That's a lot of weapons. I'm not reading all that.
Cavalier, a pair of buzzsaws that are also a motorcycle, Balrog, fiery fisticuffs for boxing and capoeira, and Navan, a guitar, an electric guitar.
There's also Lucifer,
Very useful
a
in
backpack
Marvel
of
vs.
endless
Capcom.
laser swords that Dante got after slaying. Actually, we never see how he beat Lucifer.
Yeah, you know someone's a badass when they off-screened the actual devil. Then there's my fave, Dr. Faust, a sentient head that turns Dante into basically Orville Peck. Oh, and shoots
I said
crystallized
Michael
demon
Jackson.
blood.
Dante needed this
He got
and
the Michael
much
Jackson
more when he
moves.
got a warm welcome from the brother he thought long dead. In a twist of fate, Virgil was alive, but went down a very different path.
While
Yes.
Dante was partying, Virgil studied the blade, seeking the power he needed to exert his will, even if it meant killing his own brother, something he came close to doing in their first meeting.
But the
Yep.
defeat only spurred Dante's awakening. He learned to teleport using Trickster, slow down time through Quicksilver, and double team foes with Doppelganger.
With a slick pose and the right timing, he can royal guard dang near anything, then use the absorbed energy to armor up as a dreadnought.
And then
Oh,
there's
yes.
Devil Trigger.
Transformations, Devil Trigger, Majin Devil Trigger, Sin Devil Trigger, Superhuman Speed and Strength, Air Height, Doppelganger, Dreadnought, Regeneration, Quicksilver, which is the time manipulation, Royal Guard, and Teleportation.
A super form Dante achieves through his supernatural power. By tapping
Correct.
into his inner demon, Dante can fly and gains an enormous boost in speed and power.
Naturally, his rematch with Virgil went very differently, and that was far from Dante's peak.
When Mundus got up to his old tricks, Dante battled the Demon Lord in a vast sea of stars.
That's
a
right.
universe Mundus created on a whim. Even later, Dante one-shot a stronger alternate future Mundus who had completely merged with the demon world.
So he's kind of a big deal. Literally, money
Devil May Cry manga and the novel specify that humans and demons worlds are once one. Then they split into separate universes.
just became a living universe just for Dante to shoot him in the face.
Then there's
Yep.
Argosax, a god so astronomically intense, he had the power of every other demon in existence.
Wow.
A divine deity of the sun that Dante also shot in the face.
Oh, that guy.
Shoot to the
I
face.
completely forgot about him.
Funny, so did Dante. Despite how powerful
yeah, he did.
Argosax was, he was just an insignificant Tuesday to Dante.
So it's safe to say Dante had become the strongest around. But no amount of style, pizza, or wahoos could fill the hole in his heart. Sure, Virgil was a power-hungry weeb, but he was still his bro. Beneath Dante's antics, killing the last of his family kinda messed him up.
Until he learned his family wasn't as gone as he thought. It turns out he had a nephew, Nero, who Dante would help get into the family business in his own
What the heck is
unconventional
this?
way.
I remember that
Wait,
pose.
Nero was pretty badass, even helping Dante take on the so-called Demon King Urizen. Nero's Devil Breaker arm can fire light
All right, Mundus and Dante flew to the atmosphere of the neighboring planets. Through the time frame is unclear and even generous estimated to put it into under their best feats.
speed lasers that Dante and Virgil have dodged.
Dante and Virgil can already dodge lasers in their base forms,
That's
but when
right.
charged with enough demonic energy, they can outright blitz beams over 11 times faster than light.
Nero even survived getting melted down while inside a living statue. It's a long story.
And that's the
Yeah.
same sort of regeneration that Dante has, meaning he can survive being
According to according to Devil May Cry 5 guide, Nero's arm couldn't regenerate because Virgil removed Nero's demonic power. He regained this power later and immediately regrew his arm back. I remember that in the gameplay.
So Dante was ready when Virgil somehow returned again and made an apocalyptic demon tree for what else? More power!
With the entire world now on the line, Dante had to get serious and fully embrace his human and demon sides alike by stabbing himself.
Holy shit, Dante has been impaled so much, he decided to make it how he powers up. So he got his greatest weapon, Devil Sword Dante, and became Sin Devil Trigger. This is Dante's demon energy at its peak. He can fire lasers with loose, obliterate with the fires of judgment, and surpass even the legendary Sparta.
But although Dante was totally unmatched for Virgil...
Okay, outsped Nero's petal ray, severed the Quinta tree with Virgil, severed the Quinto via Virgil. I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing that. The texts are small and fuzzy on my end. I'm sure it's clear on your part. Severed the Quillthrift tree from Virgil, withstood the bombardment from meteors, shook a mile-wide cabin while fighting Urizen, survived Virgil's space-cutting judgment cuts, sliced thousands of raindrops in less than a second, defeated Void Mundus, Argo Sax, Abigail, Nightmare, and Virgil.
Neither of them would budge on their ideals. Both were destined to duel until one was dead forever.
But thanks to Nero and 2 well-placed bitch slaps, they got some sense knocked into him.
Yeah,
Dante
Nero had to get them.
realized that if he couldn't make Virgil abandon his ways, he might as well keep an eye on him. In one fell swoop, the two severed the world-spanning demon tree and prepared for a permanent departure to the underworld.
You can choose your friends, but not your family. But
yeah, they had their brotherly moments, but they're still fighting each other. I think they're still fighting to keep the underworld in check.
If that's what it takes to keep Virgil safe, or rather to keep the world safe from Virgil, Dante will deal with it. And all things considered, he's happy slugging it out with his bro. Maybe happier than he's ever been.
Proof that as long as you have the human drive, even hell can become a paradise sweet enough that a devil may cry. Sit down as we tell the tale.
This battle covers spoilers for Final Fantasy 16. I think that's a 16. Yeah, that's 16. Got it. Thank you.
The kingdom of Rosaria and its prince, Clive Rossfield. A man destined to be a dominant, the host to a mighty guardian icon.
Anybody who's a dom can draw on magic life juice called ether, becoming a big scary monster.
And commanding the element they embody to create storms, slay armies, and split the sea. Dominants are forces of nature, and Clive would be the dominant of the Phoenix.
Well, he was supposed to, but...
Okay, let's see. We'll get to that. Full name, Clive Rosefiend, age 33. Oh, he's younger. He's 6 feet tall, 184 pounds. Oh, same weight. Roles, Dominion of Ifrit, Dominant of Ifrit, Shield of Rosia, likes Joshua, Jill, Torgal, Theater, dislikes Abigail, discriminations, the guy from Tekken 8. Oh, wow. I guess you got a crossover with Tekken 8? Okay.
Big Bird said no thanks and instead picked his sick little brother Joshua. Parents don't play favorites, but I guess ancient monsters can.
Despite the rejection and a deep loathing from his mother Annabella, Clive and Joshua were only kind to one another. Clive saw the burden his brother bore and accepted his blessing of the Phoenix in hopes of becoming Joshua's shield.
Meaning he learned a bunch of magic. He can shoot fire, teleport with Phoenix Shift, and took down this beast before he was even out of puberty.
Even without magic, Clive's a capable swordsman, able to boost his speed and perception with precision dodge. But it wasn't enough when Annabella betrayed Rosaria for the Empire of Sanbreque. In one night, Clive's knights,
wow.
people, and his own father were slaughtered before him.
Quick, someone use a phoenix down!
Those aren't in this game.
Well, that's
Yikes.
unfortunate. But the phoenix icon sure is, because the trauma of everything made poor Joshua lose control.
Clive wanted nothing more than to help his brother, and perhaps this desire awakened the icon that was in him all along.
Oh.
The fiery beast, Ifrit.
Boy, is Ifrit a wild one. Just standing nearby will incinerate the average Joe. It can make
Whoa.
fire barriers, regenerate
That's
lost
powerful.
limbs, decimate
Then
foes
again,
with a flaming
Ifrit
spirit
is a
bomb,
dangerous-
and shatter a walking mountain.
The downside being Clive couldn't control it.
Of
He
course
didn't
he
even
couldn't.
remember becoming Ifrit or battling the Phoenix in a fight that reduced everything he loved to cinders, leaving Joshua presumed dead.
If that wasn't bad enough, dear old Ma found him the next day and made him a slave to Sanbrecht's army. Clive
Oh,
spent 13
I hate
years
this lady
wandering
now.
through life, searching for Ifrit's host for revenge, only to learn the one he wanted to kill was himself.
This revelation hit Clive like a phantom train. He thought death was all he deserved for taking the lives of Joshua and so many others. Even so, there was a light at the end of the tunnel. No, not like that.
Thanks to his friend Jill, the outlaw Sid, his doggo Torgal, and a very therapeutic battle with his self-hatred, Clive learned to carry the torch for his brother, fighting the real problems plaguing his world: crystals and racism.
In the world of Valisthea, prejudice is alive and well for bearers.
I
Basically,
see.
anyone who can use magic without special crystals.
So what better way to dismantle the system than to help fellow bearers and destroy the mother crystals ruining the planet, all while picking up some nifty abilities.
Through a mysterious power that lets him absorb icons, Clive took Garuda, an avian with sharp slashes and sharper talons. From Sid, he received Remove, so he could summon lightning.
From his bae Jill, he got Shiva to freeze lava and even time itself. With Titan, he can block and absorb blows with
Okay then, that's a lot. I'm sorry, I'm being a little bit quiet. I'm learning a lot from here. Okay, Final Fantasy 16 Ultimate confirms that Eaconic abilities like Rift Slips and Diamond Dust manipulates time, as opposed to Precision Dodge, which heightens Clive's speed and perspective.
earth-shattering fists. From this dragon prince, he got Bahamut and some deadly lasers.
And
Oh,
through
wow.
Odin, he can slow the flow of time and
Odin.
slice apart the
Okay.
fabric of space.
Looks familiar.
Yeah,
These
very
powers, Clive
familiar.
stepped up to lead the bearers. And
Okay, swords, Inventus, Gutter, Boomerang, Omega weapons, Omega original sin, limit breaks, increase strength and speed and healing factor. Ifrit, height to 20 meters, enhanced regeneration, attack, defense will be with fire. Ifrit rise, flight, homing fire blast, light speed. Eacons, Ifrit, Phoenix, Gorge, Titans, Bahamut, Shiva, Odin, Leviathan, and Ultima.
and even reunited with Joshua, who was alive all along.
Oh, good for him!
Clive spent 5 years freeing the land.
brother's alive.
And became hot as hell while doing it. Well, no, not well, yeah, that way.
Hey, he's a good-looking man. He's a good-looking man for the ladies, and for men, and for other men who are also, who are gay for this guy. I won't judge you. I will not judge you. I do not hate you for it. If you like the guy, if there's some men out there who like this guy for his looks, good for you. I'm straight, but for men who are into men, that's your decision. I will not judge you. We're all human beings here. We're all human beings. I welcome you with open arms. You guys, still love you guys.
But also through Ifrit. By using part of Ifrit's power, Clive can set himself aflame, activating Limit Break to boost his abilities.
But Limit Break
Okay,
is
good.
far from Clive's limit. After absorbing the Phoenix essence from Joshua, he became Ifrit Risen. Now fully in
risen.
control of the monster that had tormented him, he embraced his role as a shield for his brother and friends.
Just in time to battle in space, block a planet-wiping blast, and overpower this dragon at the speed of light.
That's no exaggeration.
That's awesome.
Ifrit Risen is literally stated to move at light speed. Not surprising when Clive has intercepted lasers over 3 times faster than that, and overpowered Omega, a god-slaying weapon that can destroy, and I quote, all of creation.
But what made Clive strong enough to do all this? You know, besides the majestic man cleavage.
Turns out Clive's birth was orchestrated. He was intended to become the vessel of Ultima, an ancient, all-powerful being that created humanity, but abandoned them after they developed free will.
Meaning everything that happened was the fault of one person, God, the bastard! But Clive wouldn't be a puppet. If God was in the way of humanity's freedom, then God was gonna die.
Easier said than done.
No shit.
Ultima was stronger than anyone Clive had faced, able to work all of reality.
Ultima's a problem, and he beat him.
Clive had a secret not even Ultima foresaw. Over his journey, he developed a special state of mind, Logos.
AKA someone powered by human will.
There's a lot of deities in the Final Fantasy world.
Okay, that sounds like anime friendship crap, but trust me, it made Clive a badass who could surpass.
I mean, the power of friendship is ridiculously overpowered. I know it's a classic anime trope, but it always wins in the end. It's not something you can just brush aside.
Pass his limits, getting stronger over the course of just one fight.
So much so that, despite struggling against Ultima initially, by the end of the fight, Clive took out.
This is consistent with Clive's defeating Banarbas despite infinitely being weaker. Banarbas, despite being instantly weaker, Clive defeated
a more powerful amalgamation of Ultima and his entire species, all while Clive was in his base form.
Ultima literally became Ultima squared, but Clive still kicked his ass. Using his bonds with his brother, his friends, and his unbridled will, Clive killed God in a giant 999,999 damage punch. Okay, so it really was the power of friendship after all. Man, this guy's got a future in shonen.
Well, except we don't really know what happened to Clive. Whether he lived or died, though, doesn't really matter. It was his...
Okay, defeats intercepted Bahamut's light rays, vaporized a large tsunami, shattered Titan's laws, destroyed a meteor with Joshua, withstood hits with 2 billion tons of rock tentacles. Okay, that's crazy. Overpowered a planet-wiping Zeta Flare, defeated Titan, Bahamut, Odin, Omega, Leviathan, and Ultima.
His journey and the world he created that made his life meaningful. Clive's dream of a future where everyone can live and die on their own terms had become a reality.
And his stories were written up in a book by a certain Joshua Rossfield, which he titled Final Fantasy.
Of course.
All right, the combatants are set, and we've run the data through all possibilities.
It's time for a death battle!
Let's do it! This is gonna be hype. Okay, he's just chilling.
Hey, I heard your fiery friend is causing trouble, and I'm in the business of dealing with trouble.
Of course you are.
Leave now. I have a god to kill. The last thing that will stop me is a demon.
At least he's honest. At least he's being polite. But Dante got a job to do. Sorry. This ain't gonna work. Okay. Okay, this is cool. And he hit him with a Michael Jackson pose. Good on you, sir. Rock on.
Fancy yourself a bard?
Dancing on the pole. Nunchucks. Okay, Wukong. Okay, Raiden. Moonwalking. Okay. You're playing too much, buddy. You're playing too much, Dante. But then again, it's in character for you.
No hiding in the shadows anymore, Smokey.
Okay, while your clone is fighting him up close, you're dealing with the
Hard to see the light.
Okay. Oh, Clive blocked that. That's a lot of power. Okay, you got some deep pockets to that motorcycle. Oh, you never seen a motorcycle in your time. That makes sense. Devil trigger mode. Oh, it's like actual gameplay. I like that. That's cool.
Just got some competition.
Yes, he does. Virgil would be impressed. But he died to Sephiroth. Oh. You stabbed him.
Still holding out on me? Let's see what your monster can really do.
So the devil cries for more. Let's give him
Devil
everything
cries
we've
for
got.
more. Joshua. Helping him out. Alright, he's at full power. But so is Dante. Demon Dragon fight. Let's go! This is so epic.
I won't underestimate you.
Keep spamming button mash. All in one strike. I don't know who's gonna win this. I don't know who's gonna win this. Oh wow. You feeling okay? Oh wow.
Please.
Big swing.
I need more. It's in a bash, Smokey. I need every.
Throwing their weapons. Oh! He can regenerate.
Not bad at all.
Oh, he's dead.
After a fight like this, God'll be nothing.
Yeah. He won, I guess. If you managed to go toe-to-toe against Dante, yeah, you would win against your enemies, Clive. Yeah, you won. Good game. Even Dante impressed.
That was a whole nother
Praised
level
you.
of close, but I think we got the point.
This was not an easy call to make. Dante and Clive matched each other so closely, it was hard finding a definitive advantage either had.
I see what you mean.
Through three categories, starting with stats.
Both Dante and Clive could easily beat up universe-busting threats.
Mundus and Ultimalius could create universes at a whim, and Dante and Clive defeated them sans their own super forms. Dante and Clive could both consistently intercept lasers at faster-than-light speeds.
That is also true. They're both insane. Mundus and Ultima warping reality requires demonic energy and magic, respectively, again amplifying the mat in speed.
Just to briefly outspeed Clive anyway.
But Clive could match that by boosting his own speed and reflexes through precision dodge. Both were so beyond the pale that neither could definitively overpower the other.
So their stats are equal. Okay. So both Dante and Clive are equal in their stats. Cool.
Well, given their crazy
It makes
powers,
sense.
you'd think one of their abilities would break the deadlock.
Not
Okay,
so
abilities.
much. Dante and Clive could generally match each other blow for blow, be it to teleport,
So?
slow down.
Dante's sealing abilities could help, but have specified locations requirements requiring the connection between the human and the demon realm, making it unusable unlikely.
time, flash freeze the other, block and absorb hits, etc.
And Dante could survive the intense flames of Ifrit. He's dealt with heat like that before.
Though Clive did not have a perfect match against Doppelganger, he did have more methods of manipulating time, both more reliable and abusable, in addition to defensive measures like Ifrit's barrier to fall back on to outlast powers like Doppelganger.
But their super forms evened out. Any edge Clive could get from, say, Limit Break or Ifrit Risen, Dante could match with Devil Trigger or Sin Devil Trigger.
In the end, both have answers to most of each other's powers.
Okay, they're even in their abilities are evens. So they're both really strong in their stats and their abilities. They're both equal,
making it still anyone's win.
Which is why it came down to one major factor: endurance.
Okay, this is the deciding factor.
While Dante's super forms could undoubtedly keep up with Clive's, there is an emphasis in story and gameplay that they expend a lot of demonic energy.
The longest Dante has battled in Devil Trigger against someone his equal is about 6 minutes, and abilities like Doppelganger, Quicksilver.
6 minutes. That 6 minutes in Devil Trigger mode. Dante's Devil Trigger may be above the 6-minute time limit by Devil May Cry 5, but not Sin Devil Trigger, which would only last a few minutes. Moves like Judgment instantly revert Dante back to his base form.
And Sin Devil Trigger burn through it even faster.
Clive's time in Ifrit
he's burning a lot of energy
either, but it can last longer, fighting for tens of minutes if necessary.
Form can last longer.
Given how close this match is, it's vital. If Ifrit Risen catches Dante outside of Devil Trigger, it's over.
I know what you're thinking. Dante's crazy tough. His healing factor's way better than Clive's. Clive can regen lost limbs, sure, but Dante can heal from getting reduced to a puddle. Couldn't he just tank Ifrit's attacks?
Well, yes, but also no. This is where context is everything. While no doubt impressive, Dante's healing has been overcome in the past because it is tied to how much energy he has.
That actually does make sense. Because the more depth, as long as he has enough demonic energy, his healing factor will help him survive. But if he's drained so much of his demonic energy, his healing factor will not help him if he drains too much. So yeah, and plus Clive, since Clive is just as equally powerful, he can probably drain his energy the longer the fight goes.
Less demonic energy means a less potent healing factor.
Like when he got knocked out for a month straight by Urizen, only surviving thanks to a constant source of demon blood. Hell, overtaxing demon regen.
After his defeat in Devil May Cry, Virgil regeneration took years to complete. Throughout Devil May Cry 5, V would decay without instinct using demonic energy. The more he uses it to regenerate, the harder it is for him to heal over time.
Gen is how Dante killed Virgil in the first place.
Even if we assume Dante could get a second wind, it's always possible Clive could get one too, becoming even stronger from pure willpower, just like when he fought Ultimalius.
So for as tough and persistent as Dante was, Clive was able to endure just that much more to get the
Clive had better endurance.
The final edge. The devil was in the details, but Clive's victory is no fantasy.
The winner is Clive Rossfield.
Congratulations.
Next time on Death Battle.
Who's next? Season finale. Wait a minute. No way. No way.
Subscribe and join as a member to
Ash
see more
versus
Death
Yugi
Battle.
Moto.
Thanks for watching.
Ash Ketchum from Pokemon versus Yugi Moto from Yu-Gi-Oh! Wow! Battle of the childhood product. Battle of the child of our childhood dreams nostalgia. Yu-Gi-Oh! Versus Pokemon. We're having a Yu-Gi-Oh! In a death battle. Holy crap. I'm not sure if Ash would win this. I'm not sure if Yugi would win this. Isn't most of the dual monsters holograms? Basically holograms, unless they're going to make the monsters actually real. If so, Ash is going to have a hard time. I mean, or the fact this is Death Battle, a chance to kill Ash Ketchum, a 10-year-old child, or kill Yugi Moto, who is also a minor as well. But his Yami Yugi is a lot older than his predecessor, than his descendant Yugi, since they're kind of related. They're sharing the same soul and body. Wow. In a way, one of those two kids are gonna die in this death battle. I don't want that to happen, but hey, we gotta have a winner, and it's the season finale. Oh dear. Yeah, people say Ash would lose because he loses a lot in the Pokemon leagues, but keep in mind Ash has won a lot of victory battles. He has more wins than his losses. It's just that the reason why he loses in the Pokemon leagues because the writers of Pokemon thinking it would think it would be the end of Ash's journey, so they want to make sure he loses every single Pokemon league and throughout the entire series. Until in Unova, he became the Pokemon champion in the Alolan region, not Unova, the Alola region. Ash is the Pokemon champion in the Alola region, and he beat the Pokemon champion Leon at the end of his final anime journey, and it was epic. I love that. Good for Ash. He finally becomes a Pokemon League champion, and he beats the champion of Pokemon. Yugi Moto? Ah, man, the heart of the cards had pulled him some bullcrap moments. I call it cheating, but the best kind of cheating, and my college friend calls it the best kind of cheating. It's funny, but hey, why not? This is gonna be fun. I'm gonna have fun regardless when this death battle comes out. I know you guys are too. This is gonna be a fun death Clive, battle. You won the fight. You won, Clive Rosefield. Congratulations, Dante. You gave us a good fight. You gave Clive a run for his money. I'm sad that you lost, but at least in the end, Dante, you had fun fighting, and I probably surprised Dante that he lost, but Dante had fun at the end. Anywho, congratulations, another Final Fantasy character beating a Devil May Cry character, because Virgil lost to Sephiroth. Anywho, thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this reaction video. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. What were your thoughts on this death battle? Did you think Dante should have won, or do you think Clive deserved the win? What are your thoughts on the season finales coming up? Ash Ketchum versus Yugi Moto. I'm looking forward to this, but the real question is, which Yugi are we going for? Yugi Moto himself, who basically have his own cards, or the Pharaoh himself, the original Yami Yugi, or Atom, the Pharaoh King Atom, or they like to call him. Who would win this fight? I'm not. Y'all let me know in the comments down below. As always, take care, have a great day, be safe, and most importantly, stay frosty and stay healthy out there. I'll see you guys in the next video, in the next death battle. Catch y'all later, and make sure to watch your hands. Bye-bye.
I thought we agreed to put that jungle business behind us. It was mating season. How could I have known she was your sister? How long have you two been standing there?
Too long.